week 6 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. The first pitcher, Chris Sale of the Atlanta Braves. So Chris Sale, no doubt about it, off to a great start with his new team this season after a lot of injury-plagued seasons with the Boston Red Sox. And that's one thing, obviously, a fantasy owner's got to worry about, that Chris Sale's not going to last the whole season, or at least have a couple stints on the injured list this year. So on the year, 36 and 2/3, 4-1 record, 42 Ks at 3.44 ERA, 0.95 whip and 2 quality starts. So Sale's going out there. He's pitching good baseball. Obviously, he's on one of the better teams in the league where he's going to get good run support. And it's good to see him healthy. But like I said, I don't know how long Sale's going to stay healthy and be a pitcher that can help fantasy owners in a big way. So Chris Sale's going out there the last few outings, and he's been lights out for the most part for this Brave team. April 19th versus Texas, 7 innings, got the win. 5 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality start. April 26th versus the Guardians, 7 innings, again, got the win. 2 hits, a run, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. And May 1st at the Mariners, 5 innings, got the win in that game. 6 hits, a run, 9 Ks in that one. So Chris Sale pitching great baseball. The strikeout rate solid to start the year for him as well. Over a strikeout per inning for Sale. And he's a guy that we know has been in a Cy Young candidate many seasons. Just health has been the issue. But right now, since he's going out there pitching good and he seems healthy, he'll be a sell high candidate. I'm not saying to dump him for anything. And I'm just going off a track record the last 3 or 4 seasons where he hasn't been healthy. And obviously, age isn't on his side as well. So right now, well, he's pitching good. And if you could get a good hitter in a deal or even a pitcher and a minor bat in a trade, I would do it this week. The next pitcher, Dean Kremer of the Baltimore Orioles. So this Baltimore team, it just seems like they find guys everywhere, diamonds in the rough each and every season. And they got one of the best minor league systems as well. On the year, 40 and a third, 3-2 record, 37 Ks at 3.57 ERA, 0.97 whip and 3 quality starts. But the last couple weeks here for Kremer, one of the best pitchers in fantasy baseball. 18 and a third, 3-0 record, 20 Ks, a 1.96 ERA, 0.76 whip and 2 quality starts. So right now, if you could pick guys off the waiver wire and they can help your fantasy team in a big way and then flip them in a deal for some more consistency, that's what I would do, obviously. And Dean Kremer is a example of that. I know Kremer, he's on one of the best teams in the league. He's going to get a lot of run support. Last season, he went 13-5 and had a solid year, but we'll see if it can hold up. And like I said, this Baltimore team, they have a lot of youngsters in the minor leagues ready to go as well. Cade Pavic being one of them. So the last few games for Kremer, April 24th at the Angels, 5 1/3, got the win. 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 10 Ks. April 30th versus the Yankees, 7 innings, got the win. 4 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. And May 5th at the Reds, 6 innings, got the win in that one. A hit, no runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. So he's gone out there and he's pitched great baseball. I know the last few outings, 3 out of 4, it's been easier matchups, but it's still Kremer getting the job done. He's on a team, like I mentioned, that's going to give him a lot of run support. But right now, I don't know if he's going to keep it up at this level, especially with an ERA in the last couple weeks here for Kremer. Like I said, we're right under a 2. So right now, since Kremer's pitching good baseball, he's a sell high guy this week. The next pitcher, Seth Lugo of the Kansas City Royals. So Seth Lugo, one of the best pitchers in fantasy baseball this season already. 45 innings, 5-1 record, 31 Ks, a whopping 1.60 ERA, a 1.02 whip, and already 6 quality starts. So Lugo, former reliever for a long time with the New York Mets. Last season, he signed with the San Diego Padres. They made him a starter, and he was 8-7 with a 3.57 in 146 1/3. And so far this year, with a Royal team that's turned things around a little bit in the early going. Seth Lugo has been really good, but he's another guy with a lot of injury concerns throughout his major league career. And today's another outing for him as well versus the Milwaukee Brewers. So Lugo's going out there. He's pitching great baseball, but he's also a sell high candidate because I don't know if he's going to make it throughout a whole season. And nowadays, you rarely see any of these pitchers, especially a contact pitcher like Lugo that's going to have an ERA under a 2. April 21st versus the O's in that one, 5 1/3, got the loss. 9 hits, 4 runs, a walk, a K. April 26th at the Tigers, 7 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a quality start. And May 1st at the Jays, 7 innings, got the win. 2 hits, a run, 2 walks, 8 Ks, a quality start. So Lugo, no doubt about it, he's going out there. It doesn't matter if it's a good hitting team or a bad hitting team. He's pitching good baseball, except that one hiccup versus the Baltimore Orioles, who we know is one of the best hitting teams. That game, Obviously, it's not surprising he got hit in that one. But besides that, this year, he's been lights out. But like I said, I don't know if it's going to keep up. He's not getting a lot of run support with the Kansas City Royals. And Lugo just doesn't have the track record to be doing what he's doing, especially at the latter part of his career for the most part. So he's a sell high this week. The next sell high is Logan Gilbert of the Seattle Mariners. But the only way I'm really going to sell Gilbert high if I get a nice package where you get one of the better hitters in all the league. On the year for the former top prospect in the Mariners system, 48 innings, 3-0 record, 50 Ks, 1.69 ERA, 0.79 whip, and 6 quality starts. But the last couple weeks, pretty much unhittable, 21 innings, 2-0 record, 21 Ks, and 0.86 ERA, 0.81 whip, and 3 quality starts. And Gilbert, he's really taken the next step, no doubt about it, so far in the early going this season. But this Mariner team, their team, that's not going to get him a lot of run support. And he's another guy. It's very tough for the whole year to maintain an ERA under a 2. So right now, while he's going out there and doing it and putting up a lot of points in points leagues and pitching great is Gilbert. He's a perfect sell high this week, April 23rd at the Rangers, 6 2/3, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. April 28th versus the Diamondbacks, 6 1/3, no decision, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 9 Ks, a quality start. And May 4th at the Astros, 8 innings, a masterpiece in that one, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. A couple things with Gilbert here. He's pitching great baseball, no doubt about it. But he's gotten in a lot of jams as well. And the walk numbers I haven't liked as well, which could come back and bite him as the year goes on. The last 3 games, 9 walks for Logan Gilbert. So right now he's pitching great baseball. He's got a pretty good matchup coming up May 9th at the Minnesota Twins. But I just don't see him keeping it up at these levels. And right now I think you could get a lot in a deal for him. So if you want to dangle him and see if you could get a package or a monster hitter in a deal for Gilbert, this will be the time to do it. I'm not saying he's not going to be a good pitcher the rest of the season, but I don't see him pitching at these levels, which it's hard for any pitcher to pitch at an ERA under a 2. And the 5th and final pitcher I look to sell in trades, Shota Imanaga, the Chicago Cubs. I know Imanaga, he's been on this list a whole lot in the early going of the season, but he's a guy that obviously there's not a lot of tape on him still. Teams trying to figure him out, and he's got an ERA under a 1, which just isn't sustainable. 34 2/3 on the year, 5-0 record, 35 Ks, and 0.78 ERA, 0.75 whip, and 4 quality starts. So right now, about a strikeout an inning for Imanaga. So teams are getting contact, and he's on a Cub team that's a middle of the pack type of team. They're going to be a team hovering around 500 or maybe a little better. And Imanaga, no doubt about it, he's taking the league by storm and pitching great baseball and going deep into games. And I think you could get a lot for him as well this week. April 20th versus the Marlins, 6 innings, got the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 5 Ks, a quality start. April 29th, the Red Sox, 6 1/3, got the win. 5 hits, a run, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality start. And May 1st at the Mets, 7 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality start. So Imanaga, he's doing it all. His next outing's here today versus the Padres. A good hitting team, in my opinion, in San Diego. If he could go out there and pitch great once again, and if he just keeps pitching at these levels and you want to sell him high, if you don't think, like I do, that he's going to keep it up, you could get a lot in a deal here for Imanaga, I believe. A top hitter, even a pitcher and a mediocre hitter, I believe, is a decent package if you want to sell him this week. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade here for week 6 of the fantasy baseball season.